it's me, the Cardinal, and I'm here for another review. This time, we're gonna delve into a game called Super Mario Odyssey, and I got my little friend here to help me through this whole deal, because he's sad. You know, he doesn't win in the end. I hope you know that. It's not a twist. So, Super Mario Odyssey. This fucking game. Sweet Jesus. So you start out, you're locked in this heated battle with Bowser and Mario. They're fighting, they're punching, and so on. And Bowser bests him, of course, in the beginning. And he lands on this planet, kingdom, hybrid situation, and meets this weird alien hat who infuses his being into Mario's head. And Mario uses him to possess the creatures and inhabitants of all the kingdoms in the land. Yeah, so that sounds weirder than it is. No, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. But here's the good thing. The actual game is fucking awesome. It's it pretty much revolves around the gameplay loop. You know, it's a classic, you know, fucking 3D Mario, back to the roots, back to the N64 sunshine days of just having these big open environments to explore, having a lot of fun, having just all these secrets to find out. I wasn't one of those people who was super into Galaxy. I mean, I know a lot of people who were jazzed about Mario Galaxy. I wasn't. It was good. It just didn't resonate with me like this did. I like to explore. I like to run around and find certain shit. So the main mechanic, you know, is you have Cappy. You take him off, you throw him. He's like a boomerang. He comes back. You know, you use him as your main attack. You don't have like a punch or anything anymore. And you use it. It flies and it lands on an enemy till you take control of that enemy, and you can possess them for a certain amount of time, or however long you want to, until you get tired of it or whatever. You use him for the thing that they are used for. Now, each, of course, enemy, not everything is possessable, but like I would say 85%, 90% of the enemies in this game are. Each one has their own special set of skills. You know, Liam Neeson, I'm just gonna say his name. Each one has a specific thing. There's a reason they're there. And some of them aren't as fun as others, but they're all really cool. And at first I thought it was a gimmick, and it is, I guess, but it's just done so well that it's just so much fucking fun. And it's just to see which different enemies you can possess and different things. And there's some that you don't think you can. And I will say, the piranha plants can be possessed. Yes, they can. You say, oh, I throw my hat at him and he swallows it. So how can I possess him? Well, you know what? Pick up a fucking rock and throw it at a piranha plant. He's going to eat it. His mouth's full. Then you throw your hat at him. Boom, you're a piranha plant. How useful is that? Not much. But you can stationarily spit shit at people, and that's cool. So whatever. It brings me to the soundtrack. So the music in this game is absolutely fucking phenomenal. It is so varied and so just the spectrum is amazing. I loved just the breadth of this soundtrack. It goes everywhere from big band to acid jazz to fucking screaming loud rock guitar, you know, while you're fucking fighting Bowser. And everything from this track, dude, this is my favorite track in the whole game. Listen to this fucking shit. This is how I drum. That's got to go. Right, so that's not that. But anyways, absolutely fucking love it. If you can't tell. Moving on to visuals. I fucking think this is probably the best showcase for the Switch as far as what it can do visually that doesn't involve raw graphic performance. And I'm not talking, you know, this is Breath of the Wild had so much more realism to it. I'm not saying the game's realistic, but you know what I mean. It's got more realistic models, whereas Mario is just a bunch of dwarfy, weird acid critters, and it looks so crisp and clean, and like I just wanted to lick the screen at times, whatever the fuck that means. It's just delicious. It looks delicious. I wanted to eat everything that I saw in the game. I don't even care if it was food or not. And there's one kingdom called the Luncheon Kingdom where everything is food, and you're just like fucking hungry now. This game's gonna make you hungry. There's a lot of times where I was like, fuck, I want some stew, and I didn't have any, so you know, fuck. Yeah, absolutely fantastic visuals. I can't say anything, I can't say enough about how good this game actually looks. It's like playing a Pixar movie, and it kind of reminds me of the Ratchet and Clank we got last year, where it looks so good. It looked finally like we finally got to the point where it looks like you're playing a Pixar film. But anyways, and then to really the crux of the whole thing, which is the gameplay, is just so fucking fun. Everything about this goddamn game is so fun. Everything is fun. And what they did with it is they did exactly what they did with Breath of the Wild, and they made it to where everything is interesting. You know what I mean? Like, you go up on any other platformer like this, I gotta collect all these fucking things. I'm so tired of doing this shit. But with Mario, it makes it fun and just exciting, and there's a reason, and your coins are now your life system, and they're also, you use them to buy outfits, and each kingdom has, like, you have the overall, gold coins that you get that, you can use in every kingdom, and you can use them to buy moons and hearts and just the overall outfits that you unlock throughout the game. And then there's the kingdom-specific outfits that you can only unlock with the kingdom-specific currency, which is super cool. The kingdom-specific currency, you can obviously you can only use in that kingdom. So in the Sand Kingdom, you can only unlock the sombrero and poncho or the cowboy outfit with the currency you find in that kingdom. It's purple. It's always purple. It's always shaped differently. But yeah, it's just so awesome. And just like I said, like Breath of the Wild totally fucking reinvents the way that you think about a Mario game, or that we thought about a Zelda game, where it was like, well, you can't have Zelda without dungeons or traditional dungeons, or you can't have a Mario without traditional power-ups. You know what I mean? That was like the whole game. But they fucking did it, and they did away with the things that we thought we could never do without, and now we're like, fuck, I don't want to ever go back. And just the open-endedness of these levels, and the pure joy, and the way he controls is so just, it's butter. It's fucking butter, man. I mean, I don't think there's a word in the English language that describes how well Mario controls. That does sort of bring me to a con, though. Now, everything is not always 100% in Mushroom Kingdom, as you know. Sort of kind of got an issue with these shoehorned, not shoehorned in, I guess, but there's things you cannot do unless you use the motion controls. So the game tells you gotta play with the split Joy-Cons. So boom, doing that with a Joy-Con makes you, fucking twirl your hat around or throw it in a specific direction. Now you can use the motion controls when you're playing in handheld mode or with a pro controller, but it's awkward as fuck, especially in handheld mode, because you're like literally shooting your whole system around. But it doesn't seem like, I feel like they could have been mapped, because not every button does something in this game, so they could have mapped these controls to a button, or, had an option at least to do it. But I know it's Nintendo, and they're going to be weird and quirky and some shit, so that's whatever. It's not a huge complaint. I had to find something to complain about, because this game is so good. I don't want to just sound like some sort of little bitchy fanboy. That, and then my only other real complaint is that I wish that some of the costumes had some functionality. I wish maybe not all of them. There's a lot of fucking costumes in this game, which is awesome. But by the end, I think they should have unlocked some costumes where maybe, or you unlock a costume that, you know, lets you find certain coins better, or gives you maybe a slight buff to your defense or something like that. But that's also the RPG lover in me, and, you know, that's what I love so much about Breath of the Wild, is that each, you know, outfit had so much to it. But that's also that genre, and this is not that genre, so I understand why they didn't. So they're cons, sort of. Those are my two cons, I guess. Also, I think some of the moons are just a little too easy to find, I will say. There's some that are just sitting. There's like one moon that's just sitting, just fucking out in the middle of nowhere, just hanging out. Just like, I'm a moon. It's not buried, or you don't even have to stomp your asshole on it. Yeah, that's, you know, if you can learn a lesson from Mario, it's pound your butthole into the ground, and then something's good is going to happen to you. Maybe. But yeah, there's just a couple of moons that are just fucking floating out there, just for you to get. Which is whatever, it's fine, but I mean, come on, it was a little easy. I think they could have done away with a few of them on that list, but that's okay. But I will say this, if I had to give this game a score right now, it would be a 10 out of 10, just like fucking Zelda Breath of the Wild, because Nintendo is killing it right now. They're fucking killing it, man. The Switch, the fucking SNES Classic, the fucking Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda in the same fucking year. And goddamn, man, we haven't even gotten Xenoblade Chronicles yet. And Mario plus Rabbids was supposed to be shit, and it was awesome. And so many fucking indies on the Switch, and now Bethesda's on fucking board, and damn, fucking Doom and Skyrim in the same fucking month. What the fuck is happening? I don't even know. What I will say is, Mario Odyssey is absolutely a fucking treat and a brilliant fucking game. They brought me back to Mario, because as everyone knows, I'm not the biggest Mario fan. I love playing, you know, Mario World is my favorite Mario. I really love Mario 64. I love Mario 3, and I love Mario Sunshine. But when they went to Galaxy and they sort of, you know, diverted to some of the more linear 3D Marios, I sort of fell off. I didn't love it, you know. I didn't hate it. I thought they were great games, but they just didn't resonate with me like this game does. And I think that Nintendo has done an absolutely fucking phenomenal job this year on revitalizing these games that have sort of fallen into this weird trench of not sameness, but they needed some extra juice, and that's what they did. So congratulations, Nintendo, you fucking did it again. Thanks a lot. Now I gotta play some more fucking Mario Odyssey. Look at that guy, he's pissed.